What's going on, people? It's your boy Patrick, and I'm driving these people crazy.
With his reconstructed penis?
Yes, my reconstructed penis. You know, there was a problem when I got all shot up, you know, in the beginning of RoboCop.
Too much sand in the vagina.
Oh. I was going to say he was trying to take the role of Data from Star Trek, and that he was trying to be anatomically correct, but failing.
Let me introduce these people right here who are making fun of me. It's March 14th, y'all. This is your NRW for
you sure about that?
March 14th.
You sure it's 14th? You want to check again?
Am I wrong?
I don't know, but it is.
Okay, well, there you go. I hate these people, but I'm going to introduce them anyway. To my right, first up, I have Adam Martin.
No introductions needed. Move on.
Comics, Cards, and Games. We are here at Painted Visions. If you live in the Woodbridge area, make sure this is your LCS. Next up, the family from Not Quite Accurate Cosplay. We've missed them so, haven't we, Adam?
We did.
Haven't we? But they're not in costume as usual, so, you know, kind of...
They're cosplaying as normal folk.
That's true. Well, no. He did. Giano said in his Pix episode that he is a serial killer slash ninja.
I can be ninja.
Well, serial killers are supposed to blend in as normal folk.
That is true.
Can I just be a DC fangirl?
Yeah, she's just. Well, that's
okay.
That stuff. Oh, I didn't even notice that cute Hello Kitty style Batgirl.
It's not a cat though.
No, it's not.
I can go.
That is true.
You know,
you're bringing
oh,
here we go. What is this?
Hobgoblin Joker card going on here.
Okay, so, I'm feeling it.
I got a waffle.
I've got. Oh, you know what?
So we're all
Wonder Woman kicking the shit out of Superman.
Like she should.
Like she should. Just so you know, because they did
girl
kick
power.
ass. You know.
Because super boo.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is girl power on that one.
All right,
just power.
Yes.
People power.
What have y'all been up to, man? You know, before we get into this, before I go into my notes, what have y'all been
I don't know,
up
but
to?
you're on your phone.
Well, this is because, you know, I don't have my paper. This, you know how
he's trying to save the environment. Just like
he missed a great opportunity. Like, I'm being green, but no.
No. Like,
what is with all the people on my left not knowing how to improvise and just like go with it?
Hey, man.
Like somebody the other day was like, "Hey, man, I really appreciate you doing that." I had nothing to do with it. Just take compliments and roll with it.
There you go.
Like you got it. See how easy that was?
That's true.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's not hard.
You're right.
Some people just don't like taking the undue credit. I can say that from experience.
Hey, man, when I get a good chance, you just roll with it. Why fight a good time?
Have y'all seen? To get back on track. Thank you.
There's a track.
You know,
it goes that way.
This train derailed a while ago.
Have y'all been gaming? Any new things you've seen or watched or anything like that?
We did go see Black Panther finally.
Oh yeah, what'd y'all think?
I did enjoy it.
Okay, because I know you're DC people.
So
you
enjoy
some love for Marvel?
good movies. We enjoy good comic book movies. Doesn't matter who it comes from. If it's a good comic book movie, we enjoy it. If it's shitty, well then we'll let you know.
Pretty much. I enjoyed it. I did like it. I'm gonna probably get the crucifix ready because I'm about to get crucified for this, but I don't think it was as hyped up as everybody made it to be. That was the thing that I didn't agree with. Like I thought it was a very well made movie, very well written. The characters were great, the design was great, everything was great, but it just wasn't up there like everyone else had put it. For me, it was a good movie and I enjoyed it. I'd watch it again. I loved it. I thought Michael B. Jordan's performance was amazing.
Yeah,
I agree with. I can never remember the actor who plays T'Challa.
Oh, Chadwick Boseman.
Thank you. I agree with his depiction that the true villain of the movie was T'Challa.
Or Wakanda, really?
No, T'Challa in general. Just that was actually something he said, that the real villain of the movie is T'Challa. Because, and I agree with it, because if you look at it, what did Killmonger really do wrong?
Well, Killmonger was an anti-hero, yes. But I think, I would argue T'Challa. T'Challa, is just now gaining the mantle. He's thinking that Wakanda, his father, the Black Panthers prior to him, were doing what was right and what was needed, and that Wakanda should, not open its borders and everything. But really, there's this other foot. Nakia had the same opinion as Killmonger, but she had a different mindset. Yeah. Killmonger
one of the best ways I saw to break it down is that movie didn't have a villain.
Yeah.
That is a great example of just an antagonist and a protagonist.
There you go.
Nobody was really the wrong or right in that movie. It was just, and I did have one friend that was like, man, I feel kind of weird that a disenfranchised black person, for legitimate reasons, they're trying to make him seem like he's wrong. And the only thing they're trying to make him seem wrong is mass murder's not the answer.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, Granted, I mean, civil unrest sounds like a great way and everything, but I mean, they did that in Dark. I just watched Dark Knight Rises recently. That's how Bane thought he'd solve the problem.
I was gonna say, but Christians have been doing that for years.
Hey, did it work for them?
No.
Seemingly, they're still in power.
A couple Jewish people too.
But
Some of the chosen ones.
But the point is, though, I thought it was a great movie. I did enjoy it. I loved what they did, and I'm glad they told the story the way they did. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's just, like I said, for some reason, like, I know everybody else, like, they enjoyed it, and then there was that little extra. I didn't get the little extra. I just thoroughly enjoyed it.
For me, the only little extra I got out of it was when I walked out there, and I was like, I thought they did a really good job of not being over, politicky in it. And then I walked out and realized, I'm like, but actually they did a really subversive way of showing the U.S. immigrant politics, but here's another country doing it. And making us go, well, they're bad.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Actually, that was the point I was going to state with this, is what I enjoyed about it the most is how they incorporated a political stance in this movie without being overbearing or, at first you don't look at it as your own country, but then you turn around and you're like, wait, this is very similar.
Yep.
So that's I think one of the things I really enjoyed about it is because it actually touched on some real issues that are going on in the world.
Oh yeah.
But it did it in a way that the masses may not have gotten it
Subliminally.
but it's a subliminal thing, and if you pay attention, you're like.
No, it's exactly like everybody walking out of the theater was like, yeah, they should be sharing. They should. Yes, you should be trying to help. But I mean, that's the overall arcing goal in there was just help. So I agree with I love the movie, but I thought it was a bit overhyped, but I enjoyed it for what it was.
Okay. But I think that a lot of people see it for more than what others do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was a very big stepping stone in culture. Very big stepping stone for people of color, and I understand that a lot of and this is where I differ. This is going to be like one of the weirdest things that probably come out of my mouth is I'm not white. I am Puerto Rican, but my race has never mattered to me. I don't see race. I don't really see skin color. I just see human beings. So a lot of people were representing because of what it was representing. And I think that's why everybody got that little extra kick, and I'm glad for that. I'm glad that people felt that. I'm glad they felt proud for their people, for everything that they've been through to finally come out on top, especially with how much freaking money it's making and how it's dominating everything. I give all the respect in the world for that 100%. I do not take away from that. Just I think for me,
you've had a different life situation.
I've had a terrible life situation. I've had my race used against me, the color of my skin used against me for almost 3 decades now, or over 3 decades now, but it just never mattered to me. It's just like I'm here.
Oh, well, it's a completely personal thing. I think we all, and that's for me different. Yeah. So
like I said, we all have a different view on it. But again, for the people who felt represented by it, good. Feel that. Be proud of that. Own that shit.
Yeah.
I just didn't get it.
Gotcha.
But other than that, I just like with every movie I've seen from Marvel, and I know a lot of people hated some of them, like Thor: The Dark World, but I've enjoyed every single one. I haven't found one that's really just kind of made me go, I don't want to watch that again.
Have you not seen Iron Man 3?
I have multiple times, and I actually enjoyed it because I've studied psychology. So seeing it from a psychological standpoint, it actually resonates to me.
But that's not Mandarin.
Oh, I know.
and the 10 rings are not terrorists.
I know. Trust me, and that annoyed the crap out of me. Yeah. But I can enjoy the rest of the movie for what it is.
Yeah. I mean,
besides that.
The one that I'd rather them, like the thing they were always joking about, like, oh, let's just give Tony some villain with a giant air battle cruiser, name the battle cruiser Fing Fang Foom. Like, sure.
Yeah. You got to realize you're talking to a guy who watched The Happening twice in theaters.
Were you talking to Plants?
No, thankfully.
And he's also a DC fan, so let's also, I'm gonna rub it in his face real quick. I love Giano.
Get the aloe.
But with all the iconic characters that were in the Justice League,
that is the most Hispanic thing I've ever seen.
Oh yes! You're going back to your roots, brother.
I'm just gonna sink down here and not getting caught in the crossfire.
With all of Justice League's iconic, famous superheroes, Black Panther, somewhat known, super geeks know him, but billions. And as great a story, you got to be a little sad and jealous that here comes this character against Justice League. Who would have thought that Black Panther would have done as well as it did compared to Justice League?
I mean, if you followed any of the pre-hype train, you knew it was going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is, like, it's, in my opinion, I foresaw that it was going to get bigger because everyone was praising it even before the first trailer came out.
Yeah.
So.
How many times did you see it in the first 4 days?
You already know.
I think you saw it 5 times in 4 days.
Yes, I did. But it's because it's
He's
something
part of
I've
the
always
problem.
wanted. But it's something I've always wanted. You know what I'm saying? Just like I would have been all about Justice League if they would have just did Justice League right. And we all could admit, no, you know.
Actually, I can't admit nothing.
In some ways, they dropped the ball on it. In a lot of ways, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I still think it's good.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's ways they could have done things better, and I think the whole issue with the directors and everything caused a lot of problems.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of what they did worked. Especially, I'll personally, like, the standout person for me in that was Jason Momoa.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think he owned it completely.
Did you find
Momoa.
how beautiful it is?
Momoa.
I'm with you on the Momoa. Momoa got love. All right.
And if you haven't, you need to see him in Frontier, by the way.
Oh.
I've heard about that show. I'm gonna check that
I
out.
just
You
finished
still can't
season
draw it
2.
with me.
Yeah, but it's a whole different side of him, and it's amazing.
Do we all the sides we want to see?
I haven't seen it.
Game of Thrones covers that.
All right.
We have topics to talk
While
about.
we're on the topic, no, let's keep it here.
Okay.
If there was a man crush, who would be some of your man crushes? Man, I'm comfortable myself. You know, Momoa and The Rock are up there.
I mean, it's hands down Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds does it for you?
Oh God, I haven't thought
He
about.
makes you laugh.
I mean,
He does make you laugh.
yeah.
I haven't thought about a man crush in a while. It's usually been a woman crush lately.
So flip the script.
All right, well then it's just as hard for you. So
Right.
Momoa, well, you brought up
Momoa,
Momoa.
I love Momoa
Okay.
because like he's just hot. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry,
we went off the rails, people, but this is what we do.
This is our
what
train.
y'all love.
This is our
what
train.
y'all
We
love.
comment with your man crush.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Comment with your man crush.
Let's see. My man.
Gifts are okay.
Why don't you go while I finish figuring out mine?
Well, and I'm going to blame Netflix binging for this one. This is going to seem weird because I know most people, when they go to man crushes, it's always because of the physique.
Okay.
But for me, like, even with, like, you know, women I've been attracted to, it's never been about the body. It's always been about one thing, and that's the eyes. And that's why I got to give it to Cillian Murphy.
Oh, really?
If you look that man in the eyes, you'll be gay for 5 seconds.
Just 5.
Yeah.
AKA Scarecrow in the original Batman. What else is he?
Tommy Shelby in Peaky Blinders.
Okay.
He was in Red Eye as well, and
He's
yeah.
got a kind of a...
And you
Fish
no,
looking to him,
you
though.
if you want to think that man's creepy, go watch Red Eye.
Yeah?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, is that the one in the plane?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Because that's when I
Yeah.
found out he was playing Scarecrow afterwards. I was like, good job, you found the right guy.
Okay.
And I mean, that was one of my favorite things about the Dark Knight trilogy. Is him as just
Yes.
as
He was
Crane
really
and
well
everyone.
done for that. He was
Very
great
much
for
so.
that.
Yeah.
Death or Exile.
Yes. The thing is like I said, the man's got beautiful eyes. You look in those eyes and you will find, because you can see there's wisdom there. You'll get fucking lost. I remember, like, I froze the TV once to go get a drink, and I came back and he was just staring at the screen. I'm just like, shit. Stop.
See, I'd imagine you might only get lost wondering where his soul might be.
I'd venture in.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't think of my other man crush, so can I go do a woman crush?
Go to your woman crush.
Ruby Rose.
Oh,
I love
yes.
you.
Ruby Rose is
Ah,
dope. I didn't know she could sing.
I know.
I watched Pitch Perfect 3 People just to let you know, and she was in there. She was one of the other bands. I didn't know Ruby Rose could sing. She's hot as fuck, though.
She can sing. She actually helped direct and produce one of the Veronica's music videos.
Okay.
And that's actually she's in Orange is the New Black.
Yes.
But when I saw that Veronica video, I was just like, oh honey, yes please.
Yes. Okay. I will get back on track, people, but I love stuff like this because we get to know each other more, and y'all get to know more about us. So that's really cool.
Probably more than you want to know.
Yeah.
All right. One of the news since we last met was Star Wars. We're gonna get a new live-action TV series, so that's kind of cool. Besides the animated Star Wars Rebel stuff, to get a live-action TV series, and under the view of Jon Favreau, who you know from Iron Man, he's an actor as well. But you know, I think he puts a lot of heart and soul with what he does and adapts. So, comments, thoughts on that? What do you want to see? Do you want to see old Star Wars? Do you want to see some of the new characters, or do you want to see something completely different? Or are you just tired of the Star Wars? We have too much of it.
I'm not tired of Star Wars by any means because I've always been kind of neutral with Star Wars. But and this is really my only opinion on it because I'll give it a chance. I'll watch it. Why not? I trust Jon Favreau as a director because, you know, I've seen what he can direct. I've seen what he does. But whereas most people know him from the Iron Man movie, from most of Marvel movies as Happy Hogan,
Mm-hmm.
the one role I cannot get out of my head from him is from the movie PCU when he played Gunner.
Somebody's reaching.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for some reason, I can, like, every time I look at him and I see his name, I picture Gunner.
Okay.
This freaking, big, half dreadlock dude who is a complete moron who's sitting in the parking lot picking his nose because he got lost trying to get beer. Okay? And I can't get that image out of my mind. Like, I imagine him just walking around the set trying to direct stuff and just getting ADD like crazy, and it's just... But I typecast people like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's an unfortunate thing to me. But other than that, though, I do trust what he does as a director and a writer, so I'm hoping to see what he can do with it.
Okay. What about you guys? Do you want to see it on like a paid so where he can have a little bit more ways, or do you like the network idea where you might have to tone it down?
I'm just curious to see what they're going to do with it. It doesn't matter to me that he's involved. I mean,
Oh, really?
no, I mean his name doesn't really make me run to it or run away from it. So.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope they do something good. I would like them to go into, step sideways or step back. Let's go into let's expand this universe that they decided to shrink. Let's go ahead and build back out on this.
Okay.
So that's what I want them to do. If they're willing to take risks and try things, if they're just going to give us the same stuff over and over and over, But if they're going to give us something new to give more weight to the Star Wars universe, I mean, it could be good. And also, how are they going to do it? Where are they going to do it? And how much is the studio going to tell them how to do it?
That's right. Oh, yeah.
Because the mouse has a lot of input.
That's
Yes, it
true.
does.
Yeah, Mouse is holding the leash.
So most likely it'll probably be on like ABC then, because Disney owns ABC.
Let's hope
then.
not.
Well,
Or it could go to the Disney
Do they
streaming
have to
service.
pay? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Aha.
Like Disney owns a lot of credit. If you actually look at the
Yeah.
list, they own a lot of like networks. They own a lot of
Okay.
stuff. But I'm seeing the streaming service would probably be more.
I mean,
Everyone's into that now.
if everybody, I mean, the streaming's that's I think is going to be the wave of the future. You're actually just going to get the big dogs are going to be big enough, and the streaming programs are getting out of control, and eventually they're going to critical mass, and somehow they're going to consume each other, and there will just be umbrella ones. But yeah, that's going to be the wave of the future.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, though, the streaming services are what's destroying cable right now. So it's just the next step. We always wonder what was going to be the next step of cable. We're in it. It's streaming services.
Yeah. Hey, cable, you had a long run.
You did.
You probably went a little longer. You should have, but.
You're charging $300 a month. Come on.
But streaming figured it out. Just like when everybody's like, oh, streaming is going to kill ads. No, you just force us to watch them.
Yes.
I mean, the first guy to figure that out, I'm sure people are like, wait, you can do that? He's like, do you not know how the internet works?
Yeah.
I digress.
All right. I think, you know what, that's a perfect segue to now talk about what is coming out on Blu-ray and DVD. Because you have too much, you're spending on your freaking TV right now. So you're probably renting movies at the Redbox or buying them or whatever.
Because let's be honest, we know that coming up, all of us nerds are going to be getting Freeform so we can watch Cloak and Dagger.
Hey.
We're going to be getting freaking the WB one to watch Titans and Young Justice.
I need the
We're
Titans.
screwed. Okay, we are completely screwed, regardless.
Yeah, we're
I'm looking
going to
forward
be
to
paying
that.
out the ass for each individual service best we can. Because I need Titans, I need Young Justice, I need Cloak and Dagger.
Hey, hopefully they'll be cool like HBO and be like, fan share, go for it.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
All right. I you know what? It's sad though to me. You know, I still have it. I still pay for it, but yeah, it's kind of sad. But it's the wave of the future. It's what we're going
it's
to.
a relic of your
Gotta learn to
forgotten
adapt.
past.
You know. All right, people. What's coming out on Blu-ray DVD? Any fans of Kickboxer in here? Jean-Claude Van Damme, and or the ongoing stuff that they've kind of remixed.
I
They
like
did
going back and
continuing
watching that, but I mean, that's about it.
Okay.
Say not in like 20 years, man.
All right. Well, they have Kickboxer Retaliation coming out.
Is this interchangeable with Bloodsport Retaliation?
It might be.
Who knows,
There's
man?
Kickboxer
That is true. They
25.
did do a Bloodsport Retaliation, didn't they?
No, I just know because as a kid I could never remember which one was which, Kickboxer or Bloodsport.
There have been several. You know, they've tried to just.
One's got Tong Po. That's all I know.
They try to keep the train going. They're milking it for what it's worth. So this one, a kickboxing champion played by Elaine Musui, is abducted by a ruthless gangster played by Christopher Lambert. The Highlander's in this one, people. And
Somebody needs a paycheck.
and winds up in prison where he's forced to battle a brutal, muscle-bound thug played by Halfplor Julius Bjornsson. I think he's from Iceland or Norway or some shit.
Really?
I would say. He soon prepares for the bout with the help of his mentor, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Dmitry Logutis wrote and directed this martial arts film, which serves as the sequel to Kickboxer Vengeance and is the 7th film in the Kickboxer series. And Mike Tyson co-stars. Interesting.
No.
No?
No.
Not even
No.
a Redbox rental on that one? Or if it's on TV.
If it's at the bottom of the 12-pack, I might watch it. Like if they're like, "Hey, free movie with your beer." Okay.
At that point, you kind of have to watch it.
Yeah. But you got to get to the second half of the beer first. I mean,
I was saying it might be like when most people claim, hey, the more I drink, the better you look. The better
beer
you look.
goggles.
It's one of those things where it's like, hey, the more I drink, the better this movie gets.
Yeah, no.
Y'all not running out to see that.
I mean, I think the last fight scene I saw with Mike Tyson, it was Ip Man 3, which I was really confused how somebody...
Tyson was in that?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
No.
Oh, yeah. So Tyson's just throwing his big meaty hands and Dude's just blocking him with his elbows. And apparently they're both fine at the end of it. And I'm like, somebody's elbow's broken and somebody's wrist is broken too.
Wow.
But yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's
Okay, Patrick. I'm great in this movie.
Stop.
You're pretty good with that, Adam.
Why?
That's
My pigeon.
Hang on, wait. If we're going to do it, I got to... This is the tattoo over there now.
It's okay.
So that's pretty interesting. A bunch of films that were nominated in the Oscar race in the Golden Globes are coming out. Call Me by Your Name with Armie Hammer. He's
That didn't sound fun
a
anymore.
17-year-old boy with a visiting American scholar played by Armie Hammer. Great film. It's about gay sexuality and everything. I thought it was a great film. Disaster Artist, which was basically about The Room, that starred James Franco. That's now out. About the behind the scenes of what happened in the making of The Room.
I don't think I could watch the train wreck of a train wreck about a train wreck.
It was actually a decent film, though, I gotta say. I, Tonya, played marvelously by Margot Robbie. The story behind Tonya Harding.
I just want to hear
and what happened.
She plays crazy well.
Allison Janney was the mother. She won an Oscar for her performance. So just a great bunch of films right there. I'm serious. If you are into films that are nominated, if you're into that kind of buzz.
Because Patrick's seen them all.
And the biggest one, though, and it won the big Oscar of the night, Shape of Water is now out on Blu-ray DVD. If you didn't see that, the story about,
the story of Abe Sapien?
Abe Sapien,
It's pretty much
the fish love story, great film. Check it out. Guillermo del Toro, I think did he win director? I think he won director as well. It won Best Picture, won Best Director, won a ton of awards, but a great film. Check that out. So a lot of great Oscar-related films out there. And I think you might like this film. Well, you did say you did like it. Justice League is now out on Blu-ray DVD.
I might see it.
And now, because you did say you didn't see it yet, so now you can see it. It's on Blu-ray DVD.
Whoa. I can't. I don't have to.
Just rent
I
it.
think you should see it. You work at a comic shop. You run a comic shop. You should see it. You should know what your people are checking out.
But they should be here checking out comics,
That
not
is
movies.
what I'm saying.
I don't see
Yeah,
movies.
that-
I mean, hey, I get to listen to people bitch about it enough. Why do I need to go see it?
That's true.
I'm trying to save my virgin eyes from.
I will say I already pre-ordered it through Target. They had like a cool little behind-the-scenes book that went along with it with the Target edition. So I think I have it in the mail sitting at the house now. So I picked it up. I have to own every comic.
So you sacrificed to go to the pre-order gods?
I did.
Mm.
Other movies
part
that
of the
came
problem.
out. So Justice League, check that out. I know a lot of people rushing to see that. We're geeks. We love stuff. We still buy it. Check it out. It was a great film. It had its quirks, but we've run that horse a lot already. So anyway, it wishes Black Panther though. I will say that anyway. I got fun with you. I'm a Marvel guy. You're the DC guy. Ferdinand is also out on Blu-ray DVD. John Cena plays this bull. And the bull runs away, and the bull wants to go back. He doesn't want to be, one of those bulls you fight in the matador stuff. It was a great film. I was actually pleasantly surprised. Great film to watch with your kids.
But did John Cena not want to be the big muscle guy anymore because he's a lovable big one?
He did his thing.
I see him on the Today Show enough as it is.
I think John Cena is a pretty decent actor.
No,
he's no Rock.
I don't know how he is as an actor, but I know as a human being, he's stellar. That's all that really matters. I mean, when the only thing that beats him in his Make-A-Wish is a Disney, pretty sure you're doing something right.
So it's a great little film. Check it out. Watch it with your little one.
Is it weird if you watch it by yourself as an adult?
I think it.
No. I watch
We should be
kids
able to
movies all
enjoy
the
stuff.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not a 33-year-old man.
Nothing wrong with that, man. Do you. Be you. Fuck what everybody else says. All right, but Ferdinand's out. I thought it was a great film. Other films and TV series that are out on DVD. The Lego DC Superheroes The Flash. I don't know if you've been checking out the Lego. DC's been killing it with the straight animated films. I don't know if you've been checking out the Lego stuff. I think they're fun too. Maybe so with your children again.
I tried to watch Lego Batman on a flight, and it was painful. I'm sorry.
I remember
it was
that flight.
painful.
You didn't like it?
No, it was painful.
Oh my gosh!
You gotta remember-
I know you're a big Batman guy. I'm kind of surprised by that.
But the magic of the Lego
They
movie,
inserted a lot of stuff in
the
there.
magic of the Lego movie that did not translate to the Lego Batman movie, was the fact that they went from all the licenses to one license.
That is true. That is true.
Well, the thing is the Lego movies have never really caught me. Like the Lego games did. I enjoyed Lego Star Wars. I enjoyed, Lego Marvel, Lego DC. I played them. I enjoyed them. But watching, how do I want to put this? I get that it was more attuned to being a goofier movie.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it went over the top as it should, but then it went over the top there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just the
ending could have been better.
painful.
But I think it was cool. It had a lot of inserts that.
Oh yeah, it had a lot of
whatever
Easter eggs.
thought
It had a lot of things
Yeah.
that you wouldn't expect, and it played homages to a lot of characters most people don't even know.
Yeah.
And I give it all the credit for that. Just
Yeah.
for me, it was just painful watching. I'm watching this. I'm just like, stop, please.
It hurts your soul. It hurts your
Now,
soul.
if you want a good,
I can understand.
Especially because fuck their Dick Grayson. I'm sorry, but no.
and if you want a good story about the Joker being mad that Batman doesn't respect their relationship, it needs to be written Batman White Knight,
Yes, agreed.
because that's the mature version of that story.
Yes,
Okay.
very,
Yeah.
very mature version of that story.
Okay.
And that's the whole reason why Joker loses his shit. 'Cause he's like, Batman just won't acknowledge that we make each other. And Batman's like, bitch, you don't matter. That exact line happens. He's like, I don't care about you, you don't matter. And Joker just, what? What?
And then he gets a bunch of pills jammed down his throat and becomes normal.
And then legally pursues against
And then sues Batman.
Yeah.
All right, so Lego DC Superheroes Flash. Might check it out, might not.
I saw that Joker's
Redbox.
in it, and I was
Yeah.
just like, no.
No.
This still
okay.
Zach Galifianakis' Joker?
Oh, that's right. I don't know. We'll
Fuck
see.
that guy.
I think I saw Reverse Flash.
Go back to
I thought
talking
he
to your
races against
friends.
Reverse
I
Flash.
saw like an advertisement for it, and I swear
Yeah.
I saw Joker in it too. I'm just like, no, there's no reason for Joker and Flash to be meeting for any
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
Other than just milking it for all it's worth.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so Lego DC Super Flash, check it out if
Yeah.
you want to. Let us know in the comments if you're going to. Other TV out full season packs. Fear the Walking Dead season 3. After Fear the Walking Dead season 1, it's nah.
I'm
not
off.
really
Everybody
tracking
says that
on
one
it.
keeps getting better, but
Yeah?
I never thought I'd be one of those people. Granted, for Fear, I can't say it. For Walking Dead, the book's better. I never thought I'd be one of those people, but I am. But it's only because they just jumped the shark really, really hard. I mean,
I've got to catch up on the regular Walking
Yeah.
Dead. I'm like 2 episodes back right now.
read the book.
I'm like
I heard- yeah.
5 seasons behind. So
Oh.
You're about right. Save yourself.
Okay,
I have.
Into the Badlands. Did y'all ever check out season 1? Now season 2 is out on DVD. They're getting ready for
Nothing about
season
it.
3.
I know nothing about it.
I heard it was a lot of fun, but once never. I wanted to watch it just because it had really good
Same.
choreography and stuff like that.
But didn't get around to it.
Just never got around to it. I
Same.
mean, it's supposed to be kind of like, the southern plantation setting, but with Ronin and other.
A lot of genres intermingled into it.
Yeah,
So,
it's like southern romance mixed with Far East mysticism,
okay.
So it's like For Honor, the romance story.
kind of.
So yeah, tell us what you think. I know there's a lot of people that are into it. So season 2 is out on Blu-ray DVD. The Handmaid's Tale season 1, I've heard a lot of good stuff about it. From what I understand, a lot about sexual dominance and these handmaids and kind of.
I heard it was I have not. I've heard great things about the show, but it's I know it's one of those things that it stood out this year because it was a Hulu project.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I respect the fact they're putting it out on DVD, but I feel like you're diluting your brand when you do that.
Good point.
You sell a streaming service.
Yeah.
Why are you putting it on disc?
Because there might come a time where they remove it from the streaming service.
But they produced
That
it.
too.
It's
So-
their product. It's their property.
You want to tell me everything that Netflix has put out is still on Netflix?
I would think most of it should be at least in their library if they produced
They
it.
shuffle things out.
Well, no,
Here
but
and
if
there.
if they made it, it doesn't cost them money to keep it in the
Oh,
library.
the ones that they have in
Yeah,
their
they don't
own
have to pay a
library.
license
I
to keep
copy.
it.
But you do have places in the world, and especially around here in America, that cannot reach certain, like some places that can't
Yeah.
get internet, so
Got it.
the DVDs would actually matter for that.
And the money would go right back to them anyway.
Yeah.
So,
I'm just saying.
Good points.
but
Valid points all the way around.
I mean, and
Okay.
also
What
with
is
the
it?
streaming
Alright.
services, they're also producing new stuff these
Yeah.
days. Like, I mean, come on, Runaways.
Well, no, I get it, but it just seems odd to me.
It makes sense though. It is odd. It's an odd move, but I'm sure there
Hey,
might.
when Google Fiber gets to the middle of the country, but us city folks don't have it.
Yeah.
All right, gaming, Giano.
Gaming. Let's
Here we
talk
go.
gaming. Okay.
Tell us what we got.
Let's see how pissed I'm going to be.
Race.
All right, so we got Burnout Paradise Remastered. Why do we still have Burnout?
That's true.
I mean, why do we have it?
We keep these franchises going on. Like Gran Turismo and
Forza.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, the different strokes for different folks, but the remastered things are getting kind of out of control. The thing that's really killing me with the remastered stuff is when they're like $60. And I'm like, how about you charge me half?
Yeah, I agree with you completely on that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Speaking of which, Devil May Cry, the HD collection. Why?
Because you just need another collection. They remastered them all, so now they just got to put them all in one spot. And this is a franchise I really like, but I don't need more of it the same.
You'd rather have a new version?
I did see that they're going to put a Dante skin in Monster Hunter World. That makes me excited.
Milk it for all it's worth. That's the motto for the day.
Hey, it's Capcom.
Yeah, they will do that. Let's see. Okay, so Beast Quest is coming out. Free the enchanted beasts of Avantia and vanquish an evil wizard in Beast Quest. Go on an epic adventure, battle fierce magical animals, and find lost artifacts in a vast virtual world where you transform into the hero in this action-packed game. Stocked with challenges and powerful treasures, Beast Quest makes an immense gaming choice. That gave me nothing to go off of.
Sounds like 100 other games that are already out in the market.
Yep.
Yeah. Next.
Yeah.
Surviving Mars.
Okay.
That already says it all.
Or I'm going to call it the Mass Effect ripoff. Find out what you have if you have what it takes to colonize a new planet when you play Surviving Mars. A sandbox mode lets you roam the red planet where city building options let you create your own colony from scratch. So it's
Are you a simulator fan? This is for you.
Pretty
If
much.
not, move on.
It's like it sounds like The Sims meets Dark Cloud meets outer space.
Ooh, maybe it's The Martian.
Maybe.
You can make poop potatoes.
That'd be fun. Let's see. Pure Farming 2018.
Oh, that
Day
sounds
1
like
edition.
the most blockbuster game ever, right?
Select a tractor, pick a crop, and get ready for fun. This isn't Harvest Moon, okay? There's no fun with a tractor like this. Unless you actually own the tractor and you can bulldoze people, and then that's a lot of fun.
I've seen a tractor pull up into Walmart, so I'm like done with tractors.
I heard tractor pull and I got excited, but then I realized it's not what you're talking about.
No, I'm sorry. But it's so important it has a day one edition.
Oh my
shit.
gosh.
That's what this is.
Are you serious?
I
This
think you'll be able to get the
day
day
one
one
edition.
edition on Day Infinity.
Featuring exact replicas of machines used in modern farming. This game lets you explore what goes into a successful farm.
All right, we need somebody that's an aficionado on some John Deere equipment and let us know how exact these replicas are. I need to know down to the exact lug nut.
All right, y'all
I want to
heard.
meet the person that is dying for this game.
No,
That there's a
you don't.
market for this.
Like, well, I want to know. Like, I want to know the market display of this. I want to know who would buy
It's
it.
probably the same people when Harvest Moon came out there. They realized that they could actually do everything that their family wanted to, that they failed at actually out in their farm, and they could do it here while rubbing and stuff like, oh my god, I got crops rubbing. Ah! It's just it's just a much more advanced version of that, except for it's with a tractor.
We're obviously done with tractors.
Gotta hope. The Raven Remastered.
Remastered.
Didn't we just talk about
What
this?
the hell?
Can we get the remasters?
I don't even know the original Raven.
I don't either.
What kind of a game is this? Is
It
this
says
like
delve deep into a
wannabe
murder.
Assassin's
It's a
Creed?
murder mystery.
Oh.
Set in 1964 London. It's a classic jewel heist and all the intrigue that goes along with the theft. Why?
Because they
Right.
can. Like,
Are there any AAA titles this week, really?
I have no idea. I'm
Because
checking.
these are like triple Z's.
Pretty much. The 25th Ward, the Silver Case Limited Edition. What the fuck is the 25th Ward? Does anyone
It's
know?
a doctor game.
Why?
Ward, medical.
The game features all 3 arcs of the original series and a hardcover book of art, but it tells me nothing about it.
Nothing
Well,
about
because
the game.
it's recollecting it, so you should obviously know about this masterpiece that's been around forever.
No.
We don't know nothing about. Okay.
That's probably where we're going to get our most comments. People flamingly mad about how we don't know about war.
You don't know about Raven?
Kirby Star Allies for Nintendo Switch.
Okay, I know Kirby.
Team up with
Yeah.
friends
Love
to
the little
solve
pink ball type
mind-bending
animal.
puzzles when you play Kirby. Use various skills, including sword, fire, water, broom, and more. Broom? Okay.
that's
I didn't
new.
know broom was a skill.
Maybe he rides it like the old witches did.
I hope so.
This is a battle type game, so is it a fighting game?
I don't know. Is
No,
it to
it's
figure out your
a
way through
platformer.
obstacles,
It's a
eat
platformer.
enemies to adopt their
It's a
abilities?
Kirby game. It's a platformer.
Yeah.
Okay.
More
Yeah,
likely.
it's not like Smash, which I own at Smash with Kirby.
Okay.
And then finally, thankfully, Splatoon 2.
Splatoon.
I didn't know there
Isn't
was
that already
Splatoon.
on like Xbox and?
I
all
think
that?
so. This one's for the Switch.
Okay.
Follow the
So they're bringing
Inklings
it
on the
to
new
them.
adventure in Splatoon 2 Starter Edition for Nintendo Switch. Play with teams of 2 or 4 players to battle out against opposing groups and customize your characters' outfits, accessories, and weapons to give you the edge on competition. I don't know how outfits do, but whatever. It says it works with the Splatoon series Nintendo Amiibos characters, which are not included because they want your money.
Or they have the little figurine thing.
Yeah, the
trying to do.
little RF chip in the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no. So like
More cash grabs.
Just
Not
no.
today.
Yeah, it's Splatoon. I mean,
I'll stick with playing Final Fantasy 14 right now.
I'm gonna be replaying my Kingdom Hearts games.
just like everybody, apparently.
Seemingly.
Well, I mean, we're all gearing up for 3 to finally come out, which is taking forever.
Hey, you finally got an announcement. Shut up.
I am accepting the announcement, and we're clawing for more.
All right, people. So if you're not buying those Blu-rays and you're not buying these games, and you still want to head out the house, what's in theaters?
All right, we've got Tomb Raider Certificate. I think that's it. Yeah.
I think that's the information about
Oh, okay. Certificate. Thank you. All right. Lara Croft is fiercely independent. Lara Croft, the fiercely independent daughter of a missing adventurer, must push herself beyond her limits when she finds herself on the island where her father disappeared.
Retelling of the origin and the first video game.
Whoa.
Well, not the very first video game. The newest update, Crystal
Yes.
Dynamics game.
All right.
This kind of took me by surprise. I didn't realize it was out already, or getting ready to come out. I thought we still had a ways.
No, I knew
I'm
it was
excited about this film.
I'm curious to see. I mean, the first game actually has a pretty good story. The remake has a good story.
Yeah.
And this appears to be almost a shot-for-shot remake.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the only thing I have to say is, once again, this is one of those weird things where I get it that they want to tell the story, but at the same time, you play the game for the story. So,
For non-gamers.
yes, for non-gamers, but
Yeah.
your non-gamers not going to go see a Tomb Raider movie. Sure.
They might.
Well, a lot flocked to the original one, but that was because of the star power behind it.
Yes.
Yeah, not people really know Alicia Vikander. I think she's a great actress. I'm very psyched on it.
Well,
And I do love the original Angelina Jolie films. You know,
Yeah.
they're not as good as this looks.
Mhm.
This actually shows some faith to this stuff.
Well, Tomb
But-
Raider reestablished itself and said, let's
Yeah.
not be so campy. Let's actually
Yeah.
try to be legitimate. So I'm curious. I probably won't run out to the theater to see it, but
Yeah.
I will still, check it out when I can.
Okay. What else we got?
all right. Love Simon. Simon Spear keeps a huge secret from his family, his friends, and all his classmates. He's gay. Hey.
It's a good secret to keep.
Yeah. Well,
When
no.
that secret is threatened, Simon must face everyone and come to terms with his identity. That's like every other
So is that
coming
all?
out
This is a
film.
great looking film. I don't know if you've seen the trailers.
Yes, because this synopsis does a really piss poor job of describing
it.
it.
It does.
Because it all starts off from what I saw in the trailer where it's just like a weird email exchange. Like a weird email pops up on the school's message board about one kid coming out that he's gay.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden this kid is inspired to respond back with his new created and I'm gay too. And
Yeah.
it's about two young guys discovering what it's like growing up being unique in this
Yes.
world where, like in the trailer, you got the great scene where the girl goes, "I think I love you," and the guy runs off to the bathroom and calls his mom, "Oh my God, they're drinking alcohol here, pick me up."
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a terrible synopsis.
Yeah.
I think I saw that trailer.
Yeah.
That looked really good.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a bad synopsis.
Yeah.
Boo on that synopsis writer.
I don't know if you all are aware, Greg Berlanti, the universe that we know with Flash, and he's behind it, and I think was the writer-director on it as
He
well.
is the director on here, according
Yeah.
to this.
I'm glad you know
So-
names. I know faces.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that synopsis, that just makes me think of the movie GBF,
Yeah.
except it had, like, 3 popular cliques trying to fight over a GBF.
Mm.
I just want to say that if you want to see a movie about two gay people and what can happen in any sense of the way, go watch the movie Trick. Because that I feel like will be more entertaining than how this sounds so far.
Well, this is a very terrible.
I know, even with what you guys
Yeah.
were saying, I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'd rather go watch Trick again. Because that movie's kind of funny. You got a guy who's recently come out as being gay and he's trying to find a hookup and he finds a guy who's way too experienced and they're spending the entire movie trying to find a place to hook up. And it's actually really hilarious and cute all at the same time. But I don't know.
Okay.
I was forced to watch it and I enjoyed it.
Do you think that's a great? So it sounds great, but I think this film, is pretty dope too. So some cool movies, some cool games. Maybe not some cool movies, and maybe not some cool games. But,
there's some decent movies, but not good games.
So for our events, we usually give you a rundown on events that are happening this week. Not too much going on, so I think it's going to be cold, and I think it's going to be crazy. Well, St. Patrick's Day is Saturday.
Oh, great.
Any Irish, into drinking and all that, you're going to be
Straight
partaking
edge.
in that? That's
Hey,
right. You're straight edge.
I don't need a holiday to tell me to drink.
This man knows where it's at.
There you go. So anything else y'all want to say? Anything else coming up besides this that we want to promote? Push?
Trying to think of anything.
Oh.
No, we're
He had his big sale here.
We're still recovering from the big
Again,
sale.
shout out to everybody that came out to Painted Visions.
20th anniversary sale. Should have been here. Unlike these guys. No big deal.
Hey.
No big deal. Don't worry.
Wait,
You like rubbing
our
it in
cosplays
their
got rejected.
I mean, unfortunately, they were too cool. So,
There you go.
unfortunately,
That's a good way to
they had
make it feel good.
surpassed the average bar. No, but no, yeah. Just unfortunately, these guys like to go a bit over and beyond, and it might have gone a little over some of our people's heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like to do obscure.
Maybe. A little bit.
Obscure mixed with a crossover.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Oh yeah, especially with the mashups we've been coming up with.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a lot of fun stuff coming your way because we have some stuff planned up for a certain release that's going to be coming that we were discussing earlier. And again, we have a lot of web series in the works. Real quick, what's coming out on the NRW channel? A lot of you guys like our React videos. I'd like to see more from our Not Quite Accurate Cosplay family because y'all got a lot of views off of your React videos. Christopher Robin is coming up as a movie. The next Incredibles 2. Those reacts are up on the channel. Mary Poppins Returns. I think I just posted that. Wreck-It Ralph.
By the way, I don't know how I feel about
That's
Emily
all cool
Blunt
stuff.
as Mary Poppins. Not hating on it,
Yeah.
but I mean, I don't think I should feel like Mary Poppins is going to be able to kick my ass.
The original Mary, I forgot her name offhand. It's escaping me right now.
Julie Andrews.
Julie Andrews. She holds a special place in our heart.
I mean,
It's hard to fill those shoes.
But Emily Blunt even can does look. She is reminiscent of her.
Oh, I
but
know.
I
If there
just
was
can't think of
anybody
it
right now,
But
but
beyond
it's-
Edge of Tomorrow, I can't just imagine her just being
I'm
the
with you.
biggest badass.
I'm with you.
Apparently, this isn't just a spoonful of sugar.
Yeah, spoonful of something.
I'm with you. If there's
And once
if
again,
there was
also,
anybody, it would be her. But at the same, I feel what you're saying. But we have Lin-Manuel Miranda replacing Dick Van Dyke. Dick Van Dyke is still a classic.
Yeah,
but
it's
Lin-Manuel
like you
Miranda
can't-
is amazeballs.
You
So that's
can't
going to be kind of fun.
replace Dick Van Dyke
With
Chim Chim Cheree.
are they going to
Yeah.
replace the Penguins?
Oh, I know.
Are
They
they
better keep the penguins in
So-
there. I love those guys.
Check out those React videos. We have a lot of fun doing them. We hope to bring you more because I guess y'all love it. So we'll give you more of our reaction towards those videos. From Baltimore Comic Con last year, I'm finally getting it up there. My interview with DMC, Daryl McDaniels, the legend from Run DMC. That will be up, as well as when I was with DMC and Amy Chu, who an amazing writer herself on Red Sonja. Amy Chu writes them all too. The two of them presented at the Ringo Awards. So I was with them. I was actually at their table, and them presenting to Tom King, who won an award for Vision, and Frank Cho, who won Best Cover Artist, and Laura Martin, who won Best Colorist, and Todd Klein, who won Best Letter. All that is up on the channel. Just so much stuff is coming through. For me, I'll be at All-Star Comic-Con coming up, as well as Fairfax Comic-Con. They've been showing me a lot of love. BlurredCon, some cool stuff coming that way. And at the end of this month, AwesomeCon, I'll have the Electric Black and Karate. The new release Wednesday presents Electric Black and Karate. It's a diversity panel talking about diversity, as well as our hashtag Totally Awesome Asians panel. Again, talking about diversity, because that's what I'm all about right now. We're about showing that we can all be superheroes.
I'm about that.
Besides Anglo white guys like this guy who dominate the market. But we still love you.
Charm.
So anyway,
See, I feel like people like him though, they're not really much white anymore. They're just beard.
yeah, they really are all beard nowadays. Most of the white guys I know, y'all are all
They're
beards
just
now.
beard.
Y'all just gone ZZ Top on us.
Obey
If
the
you gotta
beard.
label me, label me.
Obey the beard.
I'm with this guy. We're just people.
We're just people.
Just
Just
people.
people.
Just
Just
beards.
people.
Just beards.
If you can't grow a beard, I'm sorry.
Beard and the beardless.
You know, that sounds like a really bad spike, horrible drama.
It is. Yeah.
That sounds like the man version of a soap opera.
Yeah. Well, no. I've been
I'm
I've
feeling
been
like
watching Asian.
so out of. Yeah, I gotta grow up to match you guys now.
We'll buy you
I'm out
one.
of place.
Yes. I'm.
Okay.
I'm
Next
Amazoning.
episode, I'll wear whatever you give me.
Don't say that. I'll bring a fucking tutu.
No, Merkin.
Merkin.
Yeah.
All right,
Come on, Patrick, you can act
what do you
like
think
you know
I'll
about
wear
the
next
Merkins.
episode?
You know what the acting like? You know Merkin's all right?
Merkins are not ringing any bell right now.
Then you should definitely wear one.
Okay. We'll see.
Is it too big for your genitals?
I don't think I'm gonna reveal it. I don't think we can reveal that on the show.
That's what the Merkin's for.
Unless we put it on Tube 8 or something.
And that's what you get the Merkin for. You could get the 70s Merkin.
All right, people, tell them where they can find you guys, Not Quite Accurate Cosplay, before we leave out.
Okay, so Not Quite Accurate Cosplay, you can find us on our Instagram, where we're not only just Not Quite Accurate Cosplay, but we're Wordbox and Vizard.
Vizard.
Hey, look,
it's on the
there's a
screen
link.
right now.
Whoa! Oh, hey!
Hey!
And you can also find us on our Facebook page.
Adam.
You can find me occasionally in pictures on our Facebook page, Painted Visions Comics. I don't know the exact logo or whatever it is.
It's there.
Mind me, I'm tired.
But
I'm here. You can find me here at 3065 Glenski Boulevard, Woodbridge, Virginia, all the time. Not Sundays or Mondays. But other than that, I'm here.
And I'm Patrick. Y'all know it's on the screen.
You
We
don't
love
wanna see
y'all.
him.
Yeah, whatever. We're out of here. Till next time. Thank you guys as always. Love y'all.
No
Out of
worries.
here. New Release Wednesday, bringing you the NEW from the NRW.